Far off the southern coast of mainland Australia lies a land of mystery and wonder, an island where time slows down and the wild thrives. This is Tasmania. A place where you can start your morning watching the sun rise over pristine beaches and end your day under the stars, surrounded by ancient forests. Whether you're craving adventure, connection with nature, or simply a breath of fresh air far from the crowds, Tasmania delivers it all. Join me on a 10-day journey through one of the most underrated destinations in the world. Spiral Calendar Day 1. Welcome to Hobart, Tasmania's cultural capital. Your adventure begins in Hobart, Tasmania's charming capital nestled between Mount Wellington and the Derwent River. With a population of just over 200,000, Hobart blends urban life with a laid-back island vibe. After you've settled into your accommodation, whether it's a cozy boutique hotel or a harborside Airbnb, head straight to the heart of the city, the waterfront. This is where old meets new. Historic sandstone warehouses line the piers, now home to craft breweries, seafood restaurants, and art galleries. If you've arrived on a Saturday, you're in luck. Salamanca Market comes alive with over 300 stalls offering everything from local produce and handmade jewelry to leather goods and indigenous art. It's not just shopping, it's an immersion into Tasmania's creative spirit. And then, there's Mona, the Museum of Old and New Art. You can't leave Hobart without visiting this provocative and fascinating place. Take the ferry up the river to arrive in style. Inside, you'll find a museum experience like no other: dark hallways, controversial installations, digital guides, and art that questions everything. It's daring, surreal, and sometimes strange, but always unforgettable.
Spiral Calendar Day 2, Bruny Island, wilderness, wildlife, and local flavors. Day 2 brings you face to face with Tasmania's natural beauty. Hop on an early ferry from Kettering for a day trip, or even an overnight stay, on Bruny Island. This island is like Tasmania in miniature: sweeping beaches, dramatic cliffs, ancient rainforests, and incredible food. Start your visit with a hike up to the Neck Lookout, where you'll witness an awe-inspiring 360-degree view of the island's narrowest point. Early morning or late afternoon are best for photos, and if you're lucky, you might spot some fairy penguins waddling along the beach. As you explore, you'll encounter small-scale producers offering artisan cheeses, fresh shucked oysters, handmade chocolate, and even island-distilled whiskey. One of the highlights? Stopping at a shack by the side of the road to try warm, buttery, briny oysters straight from the sea. Nature lovers will adore the South Bruny National Park, where coastal trails lead you past windswept cliffs and lush eucalyptus forests. Keep an eye out for wildlife. This is one of the best places to spot white wallabies, a rare and adorable variation of their great cousins.
Spiral Calendar Day 3, Port Arthur, a journey into Australia's past. What was once a brutal penal colony is now a peaceful heritage site, surrounded by serene waters and quiet hills. But beneath the calm lies a powerful story. Port Arthur was built in the 1830s as a prison for Britain's most hardened criminals. The ruins today, of guard towers, prison cells, and the solitary confinement building, whisper of lives lost, redemption found, and a system that once shaped a nation. A guided walking tour brings the site to life, but for something truly immersive, take the harbor cruise to the Isle of the Dead, a small island cemetery that holds the graves of both prisoners and prison staff. It's haunting, humbling, and deeply human. Port Arthur isn't just about the past, it's also a reminder of how far we've come. As the sun sets behind the historic ruins, there's a strange kind of peace in the air, as if history itself is exhaling. 3 days in, and Tasmania is already starting to reveal its secrets. But the journey has just begun. Next, we head north to where rugged coastlines meet turquoise waters, and every step is a walk through paradise.
Spiral Calendar Day 4, Freycinet National Park, where mountains meet the sea. Day 4 begins with a scenic drive up the east coast of Tasmania, where the landscapes grow increasingly dramatic. Our destination? One of the island's most iconic natural wonders, Freycinet National Park.
As you enter the park, the first thing you'll notice is the towering Hazards Range, pink granite mountains rising suddenly from the earth, glowing softly in the morning light. These peaks guard the peninsula like ancient sentinels, watching over hidden bays, eucalypt forests, and sandy coves. The highlight here is, without question, Wineglass Bay. Repeatedly ranked among the most beautiful beaches in the world, it's a graceful curve of pure white sand framed by sapphire blue waters. Getting there involves a moderately challenging hike, about 1.5 hours round trip, but every step rewards you with increasingly breathtaking views. At the lookout point, take a moment. Let the wind brush your face. Watch the waves lap the shore below. This is Tasmania at its most majestic. For the more adventurous, you can continue down to the beach itself, feeling the fine sand beneath your feet and, if you're lucky, spotting dolphins or sea eagles in the distance. Or take a sea kayaking tour around the peninsula for a different perspective of the coastline. Don't forget to visit nearby Honeymoon Bay and Sleepy Bay, smaller, quieter corners of paradise, perfect for a relaxing picnic or capturing some stunning footage. On day 5, we travel further north to the lesser-known but truly magical Bay of Fires. The name may sound dramatic, but it's not about flames. It comes from the brilliant orange lichen that covers the granite boulders scattered along the coastline. Against the backdrop of white sand and the clear blue ocean, the contrast is surreal, like walking through a natural painting.
Stretching for nearly 50 kilometers, the Bay of Fires feels almost untouched. You can walk for hours and barely see another person. This is a place for reflection, solitude, and connection with nature. Base yourself in Binalong Bay or the nearby town of St. Helens, small, welcoming communities where the pace is slow and the seafood is as fresh as it gets. Try the local scallops or rock lobster at one of the harborfront cafes, then take your time exploring coves with names like the Gardens or Granite Beach. What makes the Bay of Fires truly special is its silence. No noisy tourist crowds. No commercial build-up. Just the sound of waves, wind, and the occasional cry of a seabird. It's the kind of place that reminds you why you travel, not to escape life, but to remember how beautiful it can be. From wind-swept cliffs to silent, color-soaked shores, Tasmania's east coast has given us a glimpse into a world both wild and serene. But we're only halfway there. The heart of the island calls, with alpine wilderness, hidden lakes, and stories written in stone. In part 2 of our journey, we leave the sea behind and venture into a landscape shaped by time itself, where ancient forests breathe beneath the mist, and every trail leads to something unexpected. Join us as we head inland, deeper into the soul of Tasmania. Don't miss it.